It begins here, under the sun, where the kings of the savannah still believe they are free.
We manage the population carefully, ensuring their vitality before the harvest begins.
We fuel the biological engine, ensuring the muscle and skin are at peak condition.
The intake of protein is crucial. Nothing is wasted in the cycle of production.
He enters the separation zone, moving from the wild herd into our controlled system.
Secure. The transition from livestock to cargo has officially begun.
One step forward, the animal becomes a unit of inventory.
The weight is balanced. The machine takes over the burden now.
Lock down. We ensure nothing moves until we reach the destination.
Arrival. The end of the road for the animal. The beginning of the line for the product.
Mechanical hands do the lifting. Efficiency is the only rule here.
We measure the mass, quantifying nature into numbers before the processing begins.
Every gram is accounted for. In this world, information is just as valuable as the material itself. Into the chamber, where the biological clock stops and the industrial timeline takes over. Bathed in light and cold, we freeze the moment of transition, ensuring the quality remains absolute.
Science ensures the passage is seamless. There is no pain here, only the quiet hum of machinery.
Flesh and skin part ways. One feeds the body, the other feeds the desire for luxury.
We return them to the water, not to drink, but to preserve. The soak prepares the fiber for its new life.
Chemistry binds with biology. We add the elements that will make the temporary eternal.
Round and round, the violence of the machine cleanses the imperfections of the wild.
Pressure reveals the grain. We strip away everything that is not essential to the final form.
The rough edges are severed. We begin to define the shape of the product.
We monitor the invisible forces. Pressure and time are the tools of our trade.
A final rinse. We wash away the chemicals, leaving only the change structure behind.
Lifted by hydraulics, the burden moves to the next phase. The heat awaits.
Heat exchange activated. We begin the process of drawing moisture from the material.
Inside the chamber, moisture evaporates, and the collagen fibers lock into their permanent form. The structure is firm. Moisture has been reduced to target levels.
They float above us like ghosts of the savannah, cooling before the violence of softening begins.
Breaking down the fibers, turning rigidity back into suppleness.
Force is required to create softness. We beat out the harshness to bring the hide to submission.
The flame kisses the surface, refining the texture in a fleeting moment. The air remains clean. Waste is captured before it can settle.
Removing the excess, we begin to redefine the product's boundaries.
Color is applied. Nature provides the canvas. we provides the hue. The diversity of the market demands a diversity of the color spectrum. We imprint a new identity onto the surface, adding texture and value to the material.
The transformation is complete. It is no longer mere hide, it is art.
Steeling against the elements. An invisible armor for the journey ahead.
Identity branded by fire. Its origin is now a trademark.
Only the perfect proceed. The weak are left behind.
Rolled and protected, they await to be cut into small pieces.
A library of leather sheets, stacked like pages, waiting to be written. Customers choose. A small piece represents an entire large batch.
Clean, dry, and quiet. The chaos of nature has been completely tamed.
Materials move to their final destination. The creation process begins. We extract value, leaving behind the empty skeleton. Thousands of identical pieces. Industrial replication begins. The scattered pieces are flowing towards where they will be unified. A forest of needles and threads, where human hands and machine speed become one. Eternal connection. What was separated is now sewn together into a new form. Piece by piece, the scattered parts gather. The form is beginning to emerge from the chaos.
We cauterize the wounds of the cut. The edge is sealed, protected from time and wear.
The eye sees what the hand might miss. Perfection is found in the smallest detail. Metal meets skin. We arm the leather with the hardware it needs to function.
Soldiers in a row. They wait for the ground they will one day walk upon.
A final coat of armor. We give it a shine that rivals the sun.
Strength is the priority here. This loop will hold fast. Crowned in leather, we shape the shelter for the head. The white glove is the final judge. Only the flawless may leave. Shrouded in paper, boxed in darkness, it sleeps once more.
Paired and packed, the journey from the ranch ends in this box. The wheel keeps turning. As long as there is demand, the line will never stop. For the elite items, the machine steps back. Only the hand can coax the true luster from the grain.
Not everything is flat. We bend the leather to our will, creating shapes that defy the nature of the hide.
Brass and skin lock together, a bond built to last a lifetime.
Inside out, the work is hidden. We turn it to reveal the final form. The market changes, and we adapt. We paint the predator's spots onto the canvas.
Even the boldest design must adhere to the strictest standard.
Production creates shadows. We must deal with what is left behind.
Nothing simply disappears. The machine grinds the remnants back into dust.
The cycle closes. Even the waste finds a new purpose elsewhere.
From the noise of the floor to the silence of the showroom, the journey is almost over.
Every inch is calculated. We present the work as the treasure it has become.
The icon, the spirit of the king, reborn in leather. Look closer. There are no shortcuts here, only perfection.
It started under the sun of the savannah. It ends here, in the light of admiration. The story is complete.